So, you want to move to Italy. You watch my videos, you see the ocean, the perfect Italian morning routines. You hear all about La Dolce Vita. And you are thinking, how do I actually make that my real life? A lot of Americans thinks you can just buy a one-way ticket to rent a cute villa in Tuscany and find a little job at a local coffee shop. Let me stop you right there, that is absolutely not how it works. Welcome back to Max Italy American Dreams. Today we are getting straight to the point. I'm going to give you the ultimate step-by-step guide on how you as an American citizen can legally move to Italy. No fluff, just the facts. We are talking about how to job hunt from the USA, which visas actually exist, the real cost of living, and the truth about salaries. Grab a notebook because this is the kind of practical info immigration consultants would charge you hundreds of dollars for. Let's get into it. Rule number one, and this is crucial: you have to find a job before you apply for a visa. As an American, you can come here for 90 days as a tourist, but during those 90 days you cannot legally work and you can't register with the local Italian public employment office because you need a residency permit to do that. So your job hunt starts back home in the US, and here is your first massive cultural shock. Your American resume will not work here. In Italy, we use a completely different format, usually the European CV curriculum format called Europass. Embrace yourself. In Italy, it's completely normal, almost required, to include a professional photo of yourself and your resume, along with your exact date of birth. I know that's illegal to ask for in the States, but here in the standard practice. So adapt your CV before you start sending it out. But where do you actually apply? First, use the official channel. Italy is a part of European Euros network. You can actually contact their consultants online before you leave to see which Italian companies are looking for a native English speakers. You should also use private job boards like Indeed Italia or InfoJobs, and check out the government backed portal called Clicca Lavoro. I drop all the official links in description below. Second, the Lavora con noi method. This being called applying, and even that Italian government recommends it. Don't just wait for a job opening. Go to the website of multinational corporation or major American companies that have offices in Milan or Rome. Look for the Lavora con noi, okay, work with us, which means, okay, work with us page, and send your CV, curriculum vitae. And why? Because those big companies already know how to handle the bureaucratic nightmare of sponsoring a visa for a foreigner. Okay? Third, teaching English. This is the most classic foot in the door. Get a TEF or CELTA certification. Private language schools in Italy are always looking for native Americans, and most of them will do interviews over Zoom. Okay, let's say you got the job offer. Now you need the visa. First of all, a golden pro tip: do not really random blogs on Google. The Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has an official interactive portal, Il Visto per l'Italia. You just type in your nationality, the reason for your trip, and it tells you exactly what visa to request at your local Italia consulate in the USA. Here are you three realistic options. Options number one, the Digital Nomad Visa. This is the ultimate golden ticket, and it was officially launched pretty recently. If you work remotely for a US company and you are a freelancer, you don't even need an Italian employer. You keep your American salary and live in Italy. The requirements? Easy. You need to prove an income of around 28,000 euros a year, have a comprehensive health insurance, and show a registered rental contract in Italy. This is hands down the best route. Option number two, the standard work visa. If you get hired by a local Italian company, get ready for some serious red tape. Italy uses a quota system called the Decreto Flussi. Basically, that the government sets a maximum number of work visas they issue to non-EU European citizens each year. The company hiring you has to apply for your work authorization called a nulla osta, and on a specific click day, if the quotas fill up, you have to wait until the next year. It's stressful, but with a solid company backing you, it's doable. Option number three, the student visa. If a work visa sounds too complicated, enroll an Italian university or an accredited language school. The visa is fantastic because it lets you live here and legally work part-time up to 20 hours a week. It's perfect for getting your foot in the door, making connection and figuring out if Italy is truly right for you. Now let's talk about money, because this is where a lot of American gets a reality check. If you work for an Italian company, salaries are much lower than in the USA. A good entry-level corporate salary here is around 1,500 to 1,800 euros a month after taxes. That's less than 2,000 bucks. If you come from a culture where making $80,000 a year is the baseline, this is going to look crazy low. But here is the catch. You cannot compare the raw numbers without looking at the cost of living. If you try to live right in the center of Milan and Florence, yeah, you'll struggle. But Italy is full of incredible, affordable prices. Take a coastal city like, for example, Sanremo, Iberia, or Genoa. The quality of life is insane, the weather is beautiful, but rent and groceries cost a fraction of what they do in California or New York City. An espresso at the bar is €1.20. A whole margarita pizza at a restaurant costs you 6 or 7 euros. Fresh vegetables at local markets are incredibly cheap. And the biggest factor? Healthcare. Italy has a public national health service. Once you are a legal resident, you sign up for public health care, and you never have to worry about paying thousands of dollars in insurance premiums or copays again. If you break your arm, you go to the hospital and you don't walk out with a life-changing debt. You are taken care of. The final step is all about your mindset. Moving to Italy means facing the ultimate boss, the bureaucracy. To do anything here, you will need a codice fiscale, which is an equivalent of social security number, and you must apply for your permesso di soggiorno, your residency permit, with 8 days of arriving by going the post office, and then the questura, okay, the police, the local police headquarters. The waiting times for these documents can take months. If you bring that fast-paced 24/7 American anxiety of waiting everything right now, you will go crazy. Here, shops close for a few hours in the afternoon. On Sunday, most businesses rest. The rhythm is just slower, but once you stop fighting it, you realize that the real secret of Italy: people here work to live. They don't live to work. Time spent sitting at the table with friends or taking a walk downtown is valued way more than a corporate promotion. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the process to get here is long, is stressful, and it's packed with paperwork, but is it worth every single ounce of effort? Absolutely yes. I want to hear from you in the comments below. What is the number one things holding you back from moving to Italy? Is it the job market, the visa, or the language barrier? Let's talk about it in the comment below. Make sure to check of the description of all the official links I mentioned today. If this video helped you out, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more real talk about living in Italy, and I see you in the next one. Ciao!